have anything. I don't use email.
Really?
Yeah.
This is like 2 years ago, John. Now
Yeah,
you use it all the time.
I don't have a cell phone. My cell phone just make a phone call. That's all I have. Then the guy said, no, don't worry. We have a teacher. Did you see the places there? You just pay $100. You're gonna for a whole year. You can learn whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You can do the video. You can do.
So is it through that they taught you about
you
like
teach and they teach you how to use
camera.
computer, how to.
But like, what triggered the idea for you to actually start making videos of yourself?
From that time, I tried to think. They can fix it. They can teach it. What's I gonna do with my art? Then I started to think. I said, gee. This is internet stuff. This is hard. I know. I always want to be internet, but I just never get anywhere. Then I said, gee, I know I can. Then I asked them. I said I can make a video on it. They said yes. Oh, buy me a computer. I want to do sign up. That's the same day. Cool. I buy a computer and then I take a class. The second day I want to go to take a class. Then at first, the beginning, I use the computer. They have a camera. You can see very beginning. We have little artwork in the corners. It's not a very good quality at that time because it's not high definition. I just try to see how they work. I make my own video and to show me like little penguin, birds, whatever, blindfolds. They said that they loved it, and after first one, I called a friend. I said, gee, one day I'll have 40 people follow me on my video. That's pretty exciting. Yeah. Then after that, then I go to, then I said that, the quality is not quite there. So the Apple store, the people recommend me which camera to buy. I need a tripod, to set up. Then you paint it. Then I'm going to put it set. That's how you're going to make it. Bigger paintings, to involve, and that's how this started. Yeah. Then of course, then the cutting you probably already know. Very big.
Oh, sorry.
Can you see in my iPad and my notes the password for?
So please start talking about the cutting. How did that?
Yeah. See, that's how the things is. At the beginning, I just pour the color. Throw papers, blindfold to see what's happened. We accept, those things. But it's a smaller painting. I can accept it. I feel pretty good. I love it. I take out, to have different things. Then the paintings I'm gonna want to do bigger. Then I find the paintings looks very close, just like this painting. It's just a piece of. Because you be an artist, you can see through anything. Just feel like somebody. It doesn't matter what they are. You feel close. You cannot breathe. You cannot go through. Then I start to use the knife to poke holes. Once I have the holes, I feel good. I feel like they can go through. I can breathe. So just like a meter size. Then I go to get like a 30 by 30. After I poke the holes, I make some paintings. I show. They have some holes there. It's not quite there. Then I start feel a little restless, close up. Something cannot breathe. Then I suddenly one day I said, gee, I just blindfolded, just cut them up different angles, different way, and then they open. Suddenly, so everything open up. I feel so good, and then I start realize this is really like a journey of artist. So you have a different stage, to make you physically, mentally, and spiritually balanced. So you have to go through the process. So after I cut off, I just lying on the wall there. I just said, oh, that's it. That's what I want. It makes me feel good, physically, mentally, and spiritually. I can breathe now. At least I can breathe. Then I have two card paintings just by accident layer and top each other. I said that even looks better. If they have the other paintings on the back, then they help enhance the other painting and the front. It's just like inside and outside, yin and yang right there. I said it's more like you open up the people's stomach see inside also all the internal organ. So you see inside outside,
That's true.
completely. So that's why then since that, then I hoped, you cannot.
You can't go back.
Yeah,
to
you
that.
cannot go back anymore. I cannot stop cutting. I cannot stop blindfolded because if I open up, just like I feel like a cheating. Just like everything's there. Oh yeah, you start copy again.
So I do have a question though. Other artists in the past have done the cuts. What do you think? What makes your
I think
technique
that
different from
long
theirs?
time ago, I do see one man. They have,
Fontan.
what's his name? I don't even remember his name. They cut a few, 5, 10, 6 slides or whatever. It's interesting, but never pay attention. I really want to do that until I poke the
It's more of an
holes.
internal evolution.
Yeah, more internal. Have to.
You're
break
more
it. Even the slides. If I'm going to do whatever the slides, it's not going to satisfy my breathing. Yeah, because the opening is not big enough. So I have to cut all like a big holes all over, all the slides. So then I have layers of inside, outside. That's the only can satisfy my desire, my physical, mental, and spiritual stage. So that's the only way they can satisfy. Sometimes it's like an emotional push. You can. It's not something even the artist myself. I cannot control myself. So reach a certain kind of stage. That's why I talk about something you're going to develop it, something not. You can control yourself, to create this art. So something, the journey, say the next steps of what you have to do. So you cannot stop. That's what you have to do. So doesn't matter what anybody says, because that's what's you. So it's not anybody else. First you have to really love it. You sink in there. And somebody maybe have a similar feeling, similar idea, similar physical touch, then they're going to love your work too. So I don't expect that a lot of people are going to like my work, because if I do, I'd rather than pick any commercial copy, anything, so they will have probably more popular people like something, but that's not really satisfy me.
Yeah. How about performance? When did you begin to realize that the idea of like a public performance or the performance element of your art, when did you see that as being important?
I think because on the video, what you can do, you want to see, because these things, for example, if you don't have the video shot, you say that you make these arts, you're blindfolded. Nobody's going to believe you. You crazy? Let's cut a different way. You have a different color. That looks so beautiful. That's as most people make it. So just like the painting at the beginning, I put the needles there. I have this color painting. What's they say? That's just average. That's anybody's abstract work, except you're blindfolded. Of course, it's blindfolded. Is more. How are we going to know you're being blindfolded?
Okay.
Yeah, you really have to show. So that's why I do show on the video and the YouTube, so that people know, that guy really blindfolded.
But is there any sort of exchange though that's happening in your performance? Like, do you think that the viewer is getting something from seeing you create the piece?
I think it's my
art statement. Worship the unnameable and unexpected art, the yin, yet embrace and be indiscriminate towards all art, the yang. Observe the world and one's outer surroundings, yet trust one's inner vision and intuition. As such, I use a blindfold to create art through the inner spirit, yin, which in turn can be absorbed through the eyes, yang. By using art as holistic medicine, we can all benefit from the mystery of art, balancing ourselves physically, mentally and spiritually. My art is a remedy promoting a harmonious way of life. Furthermore, it is a prescription for a new wave of art.